down to 15, 14. So you're not going to have it every single time.
But removing some of them is still nice.
Yeah. The thing is like Naga Siren's not a really high damage hero. Like her base stats are pretty bad. She has really high move speed and armor, but her stat gain is like distributed pretty evenly as opposed to Terrorblade, who's like, I gain 4 damage a level and I start with almost 60 damage. So
through anger,
I'm not entirely sure how well CSing is gonna go in this lane. I feel like the Terrorblade might actually freely CS this lane.
We'll see what Enchantress can do. Yeah, I'm a little confused about this Naga. I do think the old Naga carry game plan was you farm up to some critical mass and they just can't deal with Naga, right? It usually had like Manta, Orchid, Heart type thing. Sometimes a Diffusal swap out. Some combination there, and then she could just go slow you, root you, or silence you, some combination of that, and kill you, and you couldn't do anything to her. I guess that's what they'll still try. And if the root is good here versus Ember and Ursa, if you can kind of get that follow-up. But they have a good amount of AoE. They've got an Ember. Gyro support is still some AoE, right? The Ursa will build Battle Fury. Terrorblade Reflection actually even helps you find the real Naga. So it doesn't strike me as a unkillable Naga game.
It's the split push. I think that's what this is. Is Infamous, their lineup is really bad at dealing with the split push from the Naga Siren. And if the Naga Siren actually gets ahead, she can reliably cut 3 lanes simultaneously. And I don't know how Infamous deal with that. Because if she gets in a bad situation, she can just song TP.
Can't you use... Well, Ember for one. He could like remnant around and be in places. But can't Terrorblade Illusions do something similar?
Terrorblades are a lot worse now, though, with Dark Unity, right? His innate. It's like anything that's far away from him just does 50% less damage. So
Yes, that's true.
The Naga Siren Illusions will definitely outscale the Terrorblade in terms of split pushing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how this is going to go. Monty gets his Gyrocopter. He's very good at playing this from the support position. That being said, El Misho gets his Clockwork. One of the best Clockwork players out there. He's going to be definitely someone to watch. So yeah, we'll see. I am a little bit curious to see how this is going to play out.
I'm very curious.
Shaker's just trying to get some denies here, and he's going to get a couple.
Tanking, the gyro being annoying and doing a couple hundred, about 150 to Dark Mago to start the lane off. It's very annoying for these skill-based mid lane matchups where every little bit counts.
Yeah.
So Earthshaker usually should get the advantage at the start, but Ember can trade quite well, especially potentially using Sleight of Fist to dodge out some damage.
Yeah, he's not doing bad. Definitely a solid start to the lane. Yeah, so there it is. Bottom lane, we see it in action right there. Reflection immediately dispelled by Mirror Image. So that's, I guess, the idea behind this, where it kind of just wastes the Terrorblade harassment in the lane. But I also do believe that if they want to, when they get to like levels 3 and 4 and they have like level 2 meta or level 2 reflection, there's going to be a time period where it's off cooldown, right? And they might be able to punish it.
Did Doom find any? Hasn't found a creep yet. The ability you get on Doom early can always make such a big difference. But it looks like Troll camp spawn, not that great, and then the hard camp's blocked.
Like I was talking about all these micro heroes for Hermit, and I didn't consider Terrorblade as the micro hero.
It's a new one to add into the consideration.
Yeah.
It is a farm fest down there, though. Both of them doing very well. Earthshaker getting a lot of denies now. As is expected.
Yeah, I mean, how do you stop a Shaker from CSing? Alright, especially as an Ember. Like, you have the same base damage, and then you just have Enchant Totem. Pretty rough. What does Eel Skin even do? How does this thing work? 6% evasion
Get
per
evasion.
other Nagas turn. Okay. It's like, this is such a weird innate. Top lane,
Meta in the bottom lane.
Will just TP, but yeah, Meta pops in the bottom lane. They're going to try and chase down Enchantress, but it ends up being a first blood solo kill from Dark Mago in the mid lane.
Oh no.
That's pretty massive. And the wave is crashing into the tower, so he is going to miss 2, maybe 3 creeps here. Wow. This is going to cause some serious problems for the Ember Spirit. He's going to be very far behind.
We haven't always seen the Earthshaker counter pick work out, but so far so good in that mid lane. And he's even got an Enchantress on his team who can come by later to actually help you finish up the tower quickly.
Oh, the damage. He like walks anywhere near the wave and just enchant totem, strikes him for 200. I'm gonna be surprised if enchant totem's damage bonus is not what gets nerfed next, because they increased the mana cost on this a few different times to try and nerf this type of playstyle, but it clearly has not worked.
Yeah, maybe either damage, cooldown, or... The duration being 14 seconds is kind of long as well. Being able to prep it early and then hold it till you want it. I feel like that could also go down.
I do kind of like, though, right? I feel like there's strategy that you can use that for, whereas just a number might be too much.
Yeah, I don't mind it having some. I think 14 is kind of long, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Considering it's a 5-second cooldown, you know? It's like 300% time you can wait.
Pretty good ability. So Dark Mago should get level 6 off this creep wave here, and at that point, Siren has to be very careful, because he will echo him in the next wave if he decides to go for this. Oh.
Awkward.
Awkward indeed. Any heroes in trouble right now? El Misho's kind of in trouble topside.
Doom
a little
does
bit of
not
battery
wanna
assault
head
left.
over. Let's see if you could.
He's got level 2 Scorched Earth.
You could kick the cogs over. Maybe bump
He's about to do that right now. He's gonna try and bonk DM with this cogs. You could see
Question
he's
is,
ready.
does DM immediately Earthshock to dodge, or does El Misho hold and he actually re-angles? Mind games now. Actually, it may also be an issue because he's affected by Napalm, so he's got a slow turn rate. If he doesn't kick this one...
Nice.
Okay, he got it anyways.
He's got Healing Lotus, Stick, and Fairy Fire. He should be okay. Yeah.
The Echo. Another kill for Earthshaker.
Well,
and here's the creep to tank.
With Ice Armor, too. Oh, no.
Jimmy gonna do his best to try to push them off the tower, get this catapult killed off. Even Gyro showing up. I think that's necessary. You've got to make sure this catapult dies.
Yeah, Ursa dies top 4 this is low. Like, they have to bring so many heroes to salvage this. And as a result, they get the tower down to about a quarter HP. You kill an Ursa, and you still find the power rune for Dark Mago.
One thing that's different from our usual Earthshaker games is that since it was a Clockwork 4, he's actually not very good at stacking. So there's not really any stacks for the Earthshaker to get a faster blink. Maybe he'll just join in on the kill fest going around, though, because they're going to find another one on the Bat Rider. 4-0 right now. Infamous got to get themselves on the board to maybe restore some morale soon.
El Misho Clockwork, baby. Got to be very careful of this guy. He's going to chase after DM here.
DM doesn't know the exact amount, but he knows Doom is close to 6, and he's at 5 3/4 right now. If you just get doomed, you're dead.
The other thing, too, is they just want to keep the catapult alive and continue to do damage to the tower, and that's why Enchantress is here, right? They still have this catapult top. She enchants another creep, and there's still a full creep wave here to try and tank this one up, so... I don't think this tower is going to die, but it's going to be, again, even lower than the mid lane tower.
It depends if they're willing to tank it. I think if they're willing to tank it, oh, especially with this go on the Bat Rider.
Yeah, Bat Rider's dead. That's such a good find from Show. He's just sitting back, regenning, but a nice damage from the Ember, and they will find a double kill for the Ursa. Absolutely huge moves. Will TP out. He's going to be safe. The tower, it dies. Still ends up dying to the last creep wave there.
So is the mid tower, since Ember had to leave. They're going to pop the amplified damage just to secure it. One more hit should do it.
Wow. Well, it is a nice double kill for the Ursa. That gives him a pretty big influx of gold. He ends up getting 600 gold off of that, but you do lose 2 towers. And this Shaker's Blink Dagger is going to be up very soon. Bottom lane, looking for the Terrorblade. Has Sunder, the Echo, Chain Stun, goodbye. Tail end of that amplified damage getting put to good use from Dark Magos. He's also got an Invis Rune in the bottle, and now a Blink Dagger coming out on the Courier.
Wow, that's actually such a nice combo. You can now Invis, look for a Blink target. Probably go set up a Doom as well top. So probably going to head through this Twin Gate in a moment once his Courier gets here. See what you can find.
The thing is they could do that, or he could go back for the Terrorblade, who just TP'd bottom.
We can get him round 2. Looks like that's what he's doing. I don't think he can solo this, though. He needs help.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the setup into Doom would be good. Enchantress.
Look at for Monty. Bonk. Enchantress here to set up. Enchant totems damage more than enough. He just needs one little bit more. Slowed up from the Rocket Flare, and Dark Mago blink up in a couple of seconds. Will be able to finish the job. Monty throws the blood grenade. He's like, come on, that'll stall them. Let me get the deny. Dude, there's no way this actually works.
Or, dude. Oh,
so close.
Had it. That was so
honestly,
good.
Shout out to Monty. That was a very close play. That would have been very cool.
He had to guess the timing because he didn't have vision. So that was like a fraction of a second off of doing a perfect loop-de-loop around the tree. That was so good.
Shaker getting everything out of the map that he wants right now. Like, he's got an early tower. He has an early blink. His Echo's coming up in 20 seconds. Dark Mago is having a great game. And so is the Naga Siren. Like, bottom lane, they can't pressure her. She's just free-farming, pressuring the Terrorblade, who's also just trying to, you know, contest for the same area of the map.
I feel like Infamous was trying to, aha, we got you, offlane Terrorblade, surprise! And then they're getting surprised by the Naga Siren instead. Like you said, off to a very good start. Going for the Manta first and has Orchid Heart. So it looks like the same build is going to be the play.
Both teams are smoked up here, and I think they are figuring this out. They're not seeing anyone on the map, but Illich, he's going to be the one that gets found topside. Does have drums, but no Scorched Earth for a few seconds. He just drops the Doom here. Meanwhile, bottom side, they do manage to find the Terrorblade. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. I wasn't sure if Terrorblade would be able to get asunder, but another Blink Echo, that'll do it.
Technically an even trade, offlaner for offlaner. Considering they're behind, I'd say the Doom kill is a little better. But also, this Terrorblade kill happened on their half of the map, so you're losing more for that death.
Same with Doom. Like, Doom dies on their half of the map, too.
Yeah. I guess Doom used his ult, though, and that's a much longer cooldown than the Sunder that didn't even happen. So maybe as Infamous respawns, they could look for a new fight with a slight advantage in abilities.
Dark Mago's got a regen in his backpack right now, ready to pop, so we'll see him use that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's having a great game. Whoa, what an aggressive blink to try and punish the gyrocopter, as now in comes El Micho as well. The call down doing some work, and it's gonna make enough space. A disconnect from the Enchantress?
That's unfortunate.
Okay. They're about to get 2 hero changed here. He does have this regen running.
That's true. It does less when he's taking damage, though, so it's not going to be as effective. Clockwork, I think, for sure is dead here. The question is, can Dark Mago get out?
Doom needs to immediately turn to go over here if they want to try and save.
Yeah, I was going to say he could TP, but he actually already TP'd out, so he's going to have to walk, and he's not going to make it in time. Knock. Hey, K1, please. You could TP Song, save us. He's like, well, I don't know. Doesn't sound very good for my farm. What's in it for me? I think that's the only way you can save maybe both of them.
Save, yeah.
I think it's the only way you can save both. I
don't think El Micho gets out at all. I think even with TP Song, I think he still dies.
Let's see.
The Ember Spirit is going to do way too much damage here.
Yeah, Ember does a deceptive amount with the slight. I think if he TP Songs right away, I think you could maybe save both. But wait, has the call down already hit them, right?
Call down and secondary strikes have connected, yeah.
Okay.
So
Jimmy's out of mana. It's just the Sleight of Fist.
3 level 3 chains.
Okay, tell you what, dude.
Damage.
Instantly drop Fluffy Hat Wand, pick it up for the maximum health from the 4 wand charges.
Now we're really theory gaming here.
K1,
I think you're right.
I can live, K1. Please.
TP Song is the only way that they have any shot of getting out of this one. Otherwise, they both die.
Yeah. Jokes aside, I don't think you really have to, right? The game plan is for K1 to get out of control. That's always the Naga game plan, so I don't think he's going to show up. In fact, he's like, thank you guys for making so much space over there. Just try not to both die. I'm farming. I'm fantastic. Yeah, right? So I don't think he's coming at all, unless they think Dark Mago is going to die and the song will save it. But with this much mana being missing from the supports, I think Dark Mago should just be able to walk out of here. Especially with the regen rune going, like you said.
Yeah. Batrider, if he had more mana, you would be seeing like a potential lasso. And if lasso was up, Dark Mago is 100% dead. Yeah.
Clarity going and a Royal Jelly. He's got 2 Royal Jelly charges.
How much is
Does
that?
anyone
like
have
mana?
Yeah. Does anyone have a mango? No. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think Dark Mago is fine. Especially because Clockwork, he might die, right? But he could probably kick one of these cogs before he goes. You know, kick it at Jimmy over there.
He's also gonna double impact them, which is a big deal as well.
Which one gets double impacted though?
It's gonna be the closest hero, so Dark Mago is gonna get double impact.
I did forget about that actually. Maybe.
Yeah, so he's gonna get hit by 2 Sleight of Fist, or 1.5.
He has a Fairy Fire and 16. Whoa. Misclick.
Lucky.
A little bit of a oopsie whoopsie there from the Clockwork.
That's your team, by the way.
He'd probably drop something on his keyboard and it hit the pause button. I've done that before and immediately unbound my pause button while casting.
I unbind pause when we cast because F8 is the mic mute, so I don't cough straight into the mic, but F9 is the pause, and that's scary. So
I live dangerously. I leave mine bound, and I have F9, I have F10 and F11 bound to important hotkeys, and I just never press them.
Just the other day, though, someone told me, it's like, why don't you put pause as your pause button? I was like, that's genius. Oh my god. That's so far over to the keyboard, too. Never misclick.
I'll be honest. I did not know that there was a button on the keyboard that said pause.
Genius, isn't it? I'm going to rebind it right now.
Accidentally unpause the game. That'd be bad. while we're waiting, I guess, for these heroes to reconnect, we can talk a little bit about your earlier idea, the Ancient Prowler coming back into Dota.
Dude, imagine how hype it would be if in this pause we're also discussing the Ancient Prowler who's about to come kill Monty. Just pop out of the jungle, slap Monty.
Dude, you know how they have like the Reaper that follows you around in, I mean, of course you know, Mr.
I'm very familiar.
Nest of Thorns with 0 upgrades, but the Reaper. Imagine the Satyr Tormentor is not the Tormentor. Prowler is literally just programmed like the Reaper, and all it does is just chase after people, and if you get close enough, it will just start bopping you.
That's pretty much what it was in the ancient camp. He would just, I swear, he would just step out of the ancient camp to get you. I think it would be hilarious, personally. It's literally in the name, the Ancient Prowler. Let him prowl around the jungle and punish those who have stacked and farmed too much, encouraging you to not do that.
What are some things, I think we're kind of due for a little bit of a map refresh as well. I think one thing I'm most interested to see is potentially move of the Roche pits from the corners of the map. I think that could be something that, you know, introduces something new. But here we go. Finally into this. Slight Chains comes out. Goodbye Clockwork is now Dark Mago in some trouble. But gets a TP in from K1, and there it is. With the potential for a song to save him, he is here to help out his boys. So ends up just being one hero down.
And then right back to farming. That is the Manta now done on Naga, which is pretty good timing. 12 minutes?
Yeah, he's really farmed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Orchid, Heart of Tarask. It's just the same build we used to see, but the Naga Siren is just one of those heroes that fell off so heavily because Riptide, I think, just got really nerfed, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like a lot of people felt like Riptide became pretty weak since its magic damage, and then on top of it, her innate is just, like, not great compared to a lot of other heroes in Dota, and when, you know, these types of facets and innates got added, Naga Siren was kind of a big loser in the patch until Deluge got massively buffed.
You know, it's really funny. I was double checking her stuff. You're right. Back in 7.36 with the innates and facet, she just didn't come out a big winner, so people have been playing as core. All the changes to her since then are all about Deluge. That's how broken Naga's support was once it was discovered. They just keep nerfing it again and again and again and again, and they never even considered bringing core Naga back.
Yeah. Riptide being magic damage is like a interesting idea. I think it'd be a little broken if it was physical damage, but I thought that was something that we might see change on the hero.
Smoke up. If they could find Ursa a second time, that'd be huge.
Yeah, that was a really nice kill. Remember when I said earlier at some point Naga Siren's just going to be controlling multiple lanes? Well, we're like already there, and it's 13.5 minutes into the game. Like, she can basically play bottom and mid, as well as control the triangle. So it's going to be becoming very difficult for the side of Infamous to deal with. And Hermit, he's going to walk up onto the high ground, seeing if he can actually find an opening, but the chain stuns are there. Now in comes the Ember. A lot of damage from the Gyro as well. He gets low, but the lasso pulls him in. Song of the Siren's going to bail them all out. As the TP is successful, Moose finds a trade here on the Monty. Siren should be able to pick up the Enchantress. Well, I say that, he's just gonna TP to safety. Never mind. No deaths on M80. They all get out.
When we weren't sure about that Naga, we were throwing out that idea. She's kind of an elusive hero, and Song is really good this game. I think that was the first strong showcasing of that. They don't have any way to deal with Song until BKB comes out. And even when BKBs come out, you know, it's not the easiest to play into Song. That is going to be a really powerful tool for K1 for the next 20 minutes, too, because they're already on the back foot. I don't know how quickly BKBs are coming out on any of these heroes.
Dude, Illich is just been chilling top lane. He has had almost nothing to do for the last like several
there's
minutes.
a Doom in this game.
Yeah, he's just farming. He's level 10 on the Doom, like 0, 2, and 4. Has like, you know, drums, Midas, Windlace just running around.
Having a good time.
He's just like pulling his own wave into the hard camp to deny whatever XP he can. Hermit needs to be very careful. A Doom, if it connects onto him, he's just dead.
Solo. Yeah.
And Enchantress is coming up. They're gonna look for him.
They're gonna hurricane him
send
back.
Closer. Never mind, just going for the D ward instead. I thought like if you hurricane him into an enchant, you might get the kill. But he does have Demon Zeal and this Yasha up, so he's pretty fast.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not like they're required to make plays, right? They have a Naga. They're feeling very good about this game. Just dragging on, hitting your timings. Naga is... Oh, the Orchid is being delivered, actually. She is in a ward. I don't think they have the tools to get her, though. Especially now that she has an Orchid.
Uh-oh. No song for 50. Missile's gonna come out. It does connect, but the immediate Mantis tile, the hook shot in from El Mijo. And it's gonna take down the Bat Rider and Dark Mago. He's looking for blood here, trying to find an opening. Opening for a few seconds. And that will just put a stop to that. And again, like this is one of those things where the Nagasiren can continue to play this aggressive on the map because like I said, there's not really any lockdown to stop her. Well, they almost saw Siren.
Dire's middle tower is under
That's also part of the reason why she got... I think she dropped off as a carry. You used to be able to push up all the time with Song. It's a 3-minute cooldown level 1. It's actually so long nowadays.
Yeah. Well, they do find Enchantress here. Lasso is out. She's a little bit difficult to actually kill, and Dark Mago's lining up a fissure, looking for an opening. They just don't have the damage. Moose will live. Your bottom lane perpetually shoved in thanks to Nagasiren illusions.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
She's already got 2,000 gold towards her heart. I'm pretty sure M80's game plan is that we're just happy to chill until that heart comes online. If we can get Aegis at that time, Aegis, Heart, Naga, just send her forward. They will not do anything to her.
Yeah, you're getting worked on the map right now. And there's not much you can do about it, is the thing. Dark Mago had a great game on the Shaker to start things off, and if you get caught in the lane, he can just solo kill almost anybody. They actually, look at this Radiant scan. It finds Hermit just farming deep on their side of the map, and I'm curious if Dark Mago is gonna try and find him. But looks like for now, Hermit will dodge this out. What do you do on Infamous right now? You have every tower is alive, and all of them are pretty health. Like top hasn't taken any damage. Bottom's lost like 170 health.
It's like it starts with trying to sneak Roche, but a Rocket Flare actually scouts him out.
And now Ursa is gonna be forced to pop the Enrage, trying to chase down the Clockwork here, but he has
There's a Yule
Scepter, and El Micho, he's gonna just solo the Ursa. Meanwhile, the rest of the heroes get picked up on the backside, and the Roshan will now go the way of M80. Well, bottom lane, Dark Mago, he has the Axe done, looking for the Terrorblade, the dunk with the Echo Slam. Oh, the Thunder!
Not quite enough.
He tried. Oh man, that hurts.
Maybe like 5 more of those, and you're back in. Unfortunately, on the other side, that's actually so much. On the other side, after that Ursa kill, they are going to get Roche now for the Naga. That's going to guarantee she gets the heart without any more interruptions. Not that she's really been interrupted, 3-0 and 5, but sometimes her needy teammates call, and you're like, please, K1, help us. She's like, fine. But now, uninterrupted.
They have the blink and the lasso, but he's so fast with just this drums, windlace, and the light collector.
And still got the speed aura.
Yeah, and he still has the speed aura. Well, he gets the blink lasso. Now they pull him in with the Ursa. The Doom does get dropped. On the backside of the fight, they're chasing after the Terrorblade under the Orchid. Gets no Sunder for a moment, but they're going to look for more. The right missile does connect onto K1. He actually takes a lot of damage from this. For the moment, Infamous will turn around. Yules to buy a second a time. In comes the Song of the Siren. As Dark Mago will not be able to save them. Oh, Orchid onto the Bat Rider. They need to run though. The Ursa is coming in pretty tanky. Oh, goodbye Gyrocopter, but Dark Mago's in danger. Stunned up, has a jump in a second here. He's gonna try his best. He gets the kill onto the Terrorblade. He needs to get out, but it's not gonna happen. A real scrappy fight so far. 4 dead on the side of M80 as the Doom's gonna respawn. It's a big win for Infamous. Considering it all, almost 3,000 gold going their way.
I feel like M80 just needs to cut their losses there. Trying to fight a little bit too soon. The heart is now done, right? Like, this is now when they're strong. Send the Naga forward. That fight started with Doom being found, slowly forcing more and more heroes, kind of one at a time. Not really the type of fight that K1 wants to take now that he's super farmed as Naga. So with this respawn, you know, one slip up, definitely gave a lot of gold back to Infamous. They can't afford too many more of those, but I feel like now that they have the heart, that should be the team talks. Like, okay, that was bad, but just group up around me, let me hit things, and I don't think that can happen again.
Yeah, I agree. I think the other thing too is you don't have this BKB on the Doom until just now, and a lot of these fights, like, what have we really seen out of the Doom? He's just been kind of farming most of this game, and it's not not bad. Like, having a farm Doom is great, but he's kind of just a support, playing the support role right now of like, I'll get there eventually, you know. He's basically just a drums and a movement speed aura.
Yeah, kind of wish he'd grab a Blink to help set up Dooms for his team. I think he's at that point where he could sell his Midas or something to get it. And then just go back later. Also, Naga's in the tier 3s, while the tier 2's still up. Just doesn't care. Yeah. Gonna plant herself here and just cut all 3 lanes. That'd be hilarious.
That's why I said this is what it's gonna get to. Like, Naga Siren will eventually cut every lane.
Don't even move.
And now there's not really anything to stop this. There is one ranged creep still alive top, and she will again manta dodge the missile. The drone or the death rattle there of the tomato gives them just a little bit of damage, but fortification committed, and Naga Siren's back into cutting the mid lane.
That one push already took half the tower down from the top tier 3, so I thought they would just go back, but what is this? Trying to finish the defusal, maybe?
Yeah, defusal into Disperser, but that's a big grab, actually. That defusal is huge. Lasso catches moves here on the bottom side. Monty will clean him up quickly, but Dark Mago, big echo comes through, takes down 2. It's only the supports, but if you can get out, you're okay with that trade.
Looks like a clean escape, and Naga's taking the mid tier 2.
It is only a 10,000 gold lead. It's not something that you can't come back from, but you do have a Naga Siren problem. Aegis for another 34 seconds, taking a lot of damage here from the reflection of the Terrorblade, but she will back away. Still has that heart. They're looking for the Ursa bottom, actually. They were thinking he might be over here jungling somewhere, and they were right. He was down here a little bit ago, but has retreated back across the map. Is he just going Sanj and Yasha on Doom?
He's at least got a Sanj queued up.
I'm calling it, dude. Sanj and Yasha Doom. I'm pretty sure he just wants to go fast.
Irma 550.
Sonic build.
Halberd would be interesting. you already struggle to kill anyone. And they get disarmed for a while, too.
Smoke up from Infamous. They're going to see El Micho. Not a bad target to start on, but you want your lasso to find something more. K1 here, they're going to find it. They know there's a real hero in here somewhere. Immediate song of the Siren to reset the BKB's out from TM, though. Pump fake on the Doom. And now the retreat from Infamous. Do you find your opening? It doesn't look like it. They will get away. They get the song in exchange for the BKB and Rage of the Ursa.
That was Lasso as well.
And Lasso, yeah. Hook in. He managed to find two, and in comes the Echo! They get themselves one on the Batrider, and he's going to look for another. Double kill for Illich as now the Doom finally comes through, catches the Ursa. He's got no way out. 3 dead on the side of Infamous. As Illich, he's just going to retreat. Meanwhile, Hector, he's in the enemy base, just focusing on the tower already. It's like, I got places to be, guys.
I'd say the double impact from Ember is doing more than I would have thought. So I'm kind of imagining if this game hadn't gone kind of so poorly, like those solo kills on the Ember, maybe he could have done more to slow down this Naga. But unfortunately, that did not happen, and now they are 15k down, 26 minutes in, top racks open, not dead yet. As the heroes respawn, I think K1 wants to finally get his defusal and maybe just wait for the next Roche. Or I guess you just see if you get a pick off, right? If you get a pick off, you get to go into the base again.
So K1 debating on going for the Butterfly or the Disperser first. It looks like he's going to actually go for the Butterfly. He could buy out his Disperser, but the Butterfly is going to do a lot of work in this game. Nope. That's an Amplify damage rune, and that was a Gyrocopter. 1,634 damage.
Bit.
That's fun.
Fun for one person there. He did get Sanj and Yasha, by the way.
Yeah, I figured he would. It's not a bad item on Doom, in complete honesty. Dark Mago is going to find another. Goodbye!
Do you think the Amplified damage was fun for Batrider?
Nah, not as fun as it is for Dark Mago. Is that Butterfly done? It is. Wow. Okay.
I mean, look at
Butterfly is up.
It's so much.
10,000 almost in front of the
It's
next
approaching
closest
double. Yeah.
Has been killed.
The evasion actually does do quite a bit against the Terrorblade's reflection. It's super annoying.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roche is up.
Well,
Oh, they're just scouted by Rocket Flare. Is he gonna find DM again?
Yeah. Yules is out. He can get the Enrage off. Yeah, I mean, there's just no way out. They're trying not to force any big cooldowns, but Ursa, he either has to BKB and try and TP, but I don't think he gets out anyway. I think there's just too much damage.
There's a free second Roche. Aegis and Banner. I don't even know if you need the Banner. I'm not sure you can really stop the Naga illusions just going in and hitting your tower. And now you'll also have a Banner.
Yeah. They actually just put the Aegis on the Earthshaker. I don't really blame them for this. Like, K1 actually doesn't have the item slot. He's suffering from success right now on the Naga Siren. And I think you're right. You kind of just need to sit behind the Naga and push. The Banner will help for sure. I don't think you want to commit it top, but I think if you want to go mid, you just drop the Banner, keep the creep wave alive, and then yeah. Or you save it for tier 4s. You know, you have options. Fortification comes out. That is not the last. They haven't taken a melee barracks, so they will get another fortification upon this melee barracks going down. They do get the lasso here onto the Naga Siren. They're going to pull her in. The big song of the Siren. It's not in time. They get the kill. Naga hits the deck. Dark Mago pops the Echo Slam. Doom's going to come out, catch the Ember Spirit, and Sunder saved potentially from Hermit, but still a lot of damage coming out from him, and DM's looking for more. He gets the Aegis. He's standing his ground against Illich, but Dark Mago is back, and he's got something to say. Takes down the Ursa. He's not done. He wants more. Bat Rider in trouble, and oh my god, the damage. He can't keep doing it.
You thought you killed the Naga and you could win the fight, but Dark Mago is actually doing so much damage.
Dude, Dark Mago is still playing Sleet Fighter, and everyone else is stuck playing Dota.
The totem is hitting so hard, actually.
Yes, he's got the
he
quiver,
also has
man.
quiver. Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's like 1,000 damage. Alright, they're just gonna try and put some pressure on some Hermit here, push him off the tower. Dark Mago needs to be careful. Actually scout the TP on in from the Ember Spirit, so he will just back away. As the Naga Siren's gonna rejoin the team. Hook shot actually comes in here from El Misho. Will hold Hermit and place the Orchid Nullifier. Everything dropped on top to secure that kill. That is 65 seconds without your Terrorblade. And if only Shaker knew there was a regen rune waiting for him in the river, but doesn't seem like they're gonna need it. They have the Rise set on top, dude. He just GG's! No! He sees the Echo and is like, all right, we're out. We're out, guys. We're done. Oh, that is rough.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good effort. The Blink Lasso onto the Naga, knowing that they gave the Age, just, it's a classic versus Illusion Heroes. Terrorblade doesn't want to build an MKB. But there's a weakness to it, which you end up pretty fragile. Alright, he's already queued up the Radiance. Discussion over.
Yeah. I mean, I am with you. I did kind of figure he'd probably go that route, but one can hope, you know.
See what El Misho's down here for.
The Maelstrom build is very good against illusions, either way. Especially once you have open wounds bouncing around in fights. It's not bad, because he heals so much from those illusions. But, I mean, in a weird way, a lot of people tend to forget this. Lifestealer is a very good illusion counter once you have the right items, because he heals so much from every single one of his attacks.
Yeah, it takes you a while to kill the Illusion Heroes, but they sure take even longer to kill you.
Yeah, they usually can't. And the only situation is like if Terrorblade is able to just like pop meta and he's just, you know, able to just sit there and attack while Lifestealer can't do anything. Quick D-ward from Monty in the mid lane. That's gonna hurt. Clockwork already looking to block the creep wave.
That ended up being 3 for 1 on the bounty runes.
Yep, 3 for 1 for M80.
And looks like El Misho did a little bit of body blocking, so this lane will shove out quickly. You just gotta be careful you don't stick around too long. Ogre hits level 2, kills you, you miss out on everything. But otherwise, you should be able to get this to sit in front of your tower. And Clockwork is fast. Keep the camps blocked versus an Ogre. And you don't have to be worried about being run down, since now you're in front of your own tower.
Yeah, we've seen that exact thing backfire, where you do this like early, you know, block to put some good equilibrium in your lane, but then Ogre gets level 2, like a full creep wave before you, and you die. And like you cannot allow that to happen. So you need to be very, very careful of that. And El Misho having Cogs level 1 is going to make this a little bit rough. He's able to burn some mana out of the Ogre for now. and he's going to try and continue to do that. But I'm curious how this mid lane matchup's going to do. Again, they picked the Queen of Pain here into the Dark Mago Shaker, which, I mean, he crushed it last game. He's already warmed up, ready to go on this hero, and I feel like he will continue to just get denies. Well, I say that Siren actually gets a couple of nice denies there as well.
Yeah, I think you'll have to hope for Quap being able to rotate faster, because you don't really need to wait for anything, right? You got the blink. So there's some squishy heroes in this game. The Enchantress and Terrorblade at the top priority of that. So maybe she can make her way up here, get something done with some axes, some dead shots, things like that.
This bottom lane is hilarious.
Interestingly, Jimmy went double gauntlets on this ogre, so I think he kind of realized I'm gonna get my mana burned. I'm just gonna try to whack things, help get denies maybe. But so far they're just avoiding him.
They're like, who cares? He can't touch us anyway. So he just goes with point and bloodlust, and we'll now have 2 points of ignite going forward. Alright, Lotus coming up here in a moment.
Meta got used earlier, so should be able to contest this. Good dead
Nice
shot.
fear from Monty. That helps out a lot. He's sitting on 16 wand charges already on the Beastmaster with a Lotus now to boot. He's going to have plenty of sustain now. This bottom lane might be like the most boring thing ever. He finally put points in Ignite. He had 0 points in of any other spell until just now.
No, he got the courier too. I don't know what you're talking about. This lane's hilarious. This is the best. This is the most fun as a support, let me tell you. Watching cores hit in the lane while we just have to hit each other, that's no fun. When the supports get to run around and do goofy stuff like this, that's the best.
Hermit? Okay. Enchantress is being super abusive in the top lane, and it's expected, right? The Enchantress into the Beastmaster. Not a super fun lane matchup.
He did have 21 charges, so just pops him, gets back in the lane. Misho's done another creep drag, which is actually also got even more. There's going to be a whole party behind this tower. DM's going to have to go for his own hard camp pull here in a moment.
Yeah, they're really struggling in this off lane, but it's okay. Top lane, Monty in some trouble. Trying to get walked down for the Terrorblade, but doesn't have the reach. That's going to be another use of the meta. But he's very, very confident on his CS so far in this game, and I think they're going to be able to slow down the Terrorblade anytime soon.
Yeah. I'm actually a little surprised we don't see more stacks being prepped for the Beastmaster.
Yeah, they're trying to contest the lane pretty heavily here, and they're actually just going to try and turn it around on a K1, but they've got way too much damage, and Moose will be the one grabbing first blood here on the Enchantress, and he doesn't mind making these trades. Monty has like a stick and Fairy Fire to play with, but we'll just back away.
This Beastmaster's going to be off to a slow start, the way this is going.
Yeah, I mean, Moose is going to be so farmed on the Enchantress.
He's even coming into the triangle to do his farming, so that's going to slow down the Beastmaster even more.
Level 6 here on the Shaker. Needs to be careful. He's got no wave. Try to go for the Echo Slam. That's not going to work, but they are
talking about too.
Yeah, again, going to bring that Enchantress creep into the mid lane. You've got the Catapult alive. And try and do as much chip damage to this tower as possible as Dark Mago will find himself in Invis Rune.
Ooh, this could be...
He's immediately going top. This is a really cool use of this first rune. And Hermit,
so mean.
He's going to get echoed. Yeah, instantly taken down just take, like, it's just so much burst damage from the Shaker. And that was the perfect rune to set that up. They had no idea which rune he got.
Yeah, that's excellent choice as well. Going for the Beastmaster, who's already struggling. You're not going to put him back even further. And he's supposed to be having a good time. He's the tempo. That's why you pick Beastmaster usually. Maybe a Lifestealer kill would be nice, but that one's trickier to get, especially with the wave already under the tower.
Enchantress is down here, gets a mana burn creep, and is going to be very annoying to this Ogre Magi, I'm sure. Or she's just going to farm. You know, you never know. Maybe you just farm.
Told you, no Dota player can resist the call of the jungle. Double rotation top, perhaps? Oh, just kidding. He's going straight back to the jungle. Can't resist the call.
He's got places to be, you know? He just wants to farm. Nice rotation from the Queen of Pain. Drops that Sonic Wave. And immediately goes back into mid lane. Now, that helps out a lot. Terrorblade, it's going to slow him up a little bit, but he's still having a pretty good game. Oh, they're going top again. Hermit, he's about to get stomped by the Centaur, and now by an Earthshaker.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's just level 4 enchant totem. He's gonna get the bottle refill in the process. He's like, don't worry, K1, I know you died, but you have a free lane again. Have fun.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No more games.
Sentry ward battle on the high ground there. Actually getting a lot of damage into this mid tower right now. They've been wailing away for a while, and this is a Bloodlusted Queen of Pain. There's a regen rune that she can pop as well, which she will. That's it. That tower's dead. TP's gonna get canceled, so Ogre will not be able to head, I think it was bottom.
In the meantime, they get a nice wrap around on Beastmaster, and now with these trolls and the meta used on the Beastmaster, they can just wrap up this tower for themselves. So, trading mid for this off lane, I think it's kind of okay, especially if you know you want to keep invading the Beastmaster in this area.
Illich is baiting. Here comes Dark Mago. He has an ult. He can definitely use it. The chain suck, but a fear. Nicely done from Monty. Gonna bail him out for now. Illich. Oh, does he pop the stick? Okay, I'm honestly surprised. I thought he was gonna Soul Ring and just ult on top of the Shaker to find the kill there, but holding the ability for now will allow him to rejoin the fight after he gets to the fountain, heals up a little bit. Mid lane, Moo's trying to work on this tier 1 tower, does have that troll summoner camp, so just slowly clicking away at it. Much closer game than what we had in game 1. I think at this point, we're seeing a pretty massive difference in the net worth between these cores. That being said, I think M80 is still pretty happy with their state of the game.
2k lead before 10 minutes, that's always solid. Terrorblade at the top. That should get even faster too as he finishes up the Yasha, the illusions get stronger, send them around everywhere. And it's still a long time till Hermit can be doing anything in this game. He's having such a rough time.
For me, the big thing is the supports as well. You really do need a little bit more out of your supports here. Like, they're starting to fall pretty far behind. Ogre will pretty much just be a Bloodlust bot at this point, but he's only level 4, which is a little bit rough.
With Learning Curve, he's almost level 6.
That's true, that's true.
Moose has been doing so much farming, actually. He's in the back again. It's gonna be a very rich Enchantress.
Yeah, he really is.
Under attack.
Continuing to kind of escalate the gold lead here. I think El Micho's level 6 is going to be a big timing for M80 because we know how much he can get done on the clockwork, and this game specifically, he's got some really good targets. Dawnbreaker can very easily follow up any hook shot.
I love this build. He's queued up an Orchid on this Clockwork.
Yeah, the Dawnbreaker... Oh wait, Clockwork's going Orchid too? Dawnbreaker's Orchid, I think, is done. Looking for Jimmy Cough bottom. Ogre Magi quickly cleaned up as they now look for the tier 1 tower, and this one should be pretty easily finished up. Double Orchid. That's going to be a sick build this game.
Yeah, this way Hookshot can now connect to Quap or Lifestealer and buy enough time for the Dawnbreaker follow-up with the second Orchid. You'd be trapping him forever.
And Shaker's got his blink now. They're going to ferry out some smokes here. El Micho going to pop it right now, and here we go. Let's see what they can find with this. It's a very big reveal of the Blink Dagger. It does have the Echo Slam available. Queen of Pain would be the great target, but she's somewhat tanky, has invested in some early defensive items.
I'm not sure they have the burst to finish her before she gets out without an Orchid.
Oh, she's just perfectly on the other side of the tower here. They're gonna... Ooh, she gets the blink, but into a creep camp! That's gonna make it so much worse as the damage there to finish it off. She gets so low, 90 HP, but will survive. Flares out, will not finish the job. This is where the Dawnbreaker ult makes a difference, but held it, and instead, Queen of Pain will live. And while Enchantress goes in deep here, trying to make some space, and it's working. She's tanky, difficult to bring down. The rest of the team's gonna come through, look for an opening. Great flare to slow off these backsides, and a blink in 2 seconds here. Dark Mago looking for his target. They actually stun and silence the Terrorblade. He gets deleted. He goes in way too far. This Arcane Rune on the Queen of Pain has been doing so much work. You wish you committed heavier earlier on, and now it's gonna cost you big. Nice fissure from Dark
this time.
In comes El Micho. She still blinks out.
Again.
11 HP. She's gonna survive. And now DM's gonna chase here. Look to finish off the Shaker. Siren is still up. A second hook shot comes through. A massive win for Infamous.
I think that was a multicast on the Fire Blast as well to get the Terrorblade kill. He was in the calling plus being stunned up. They actually just 100-0'd him.
I cannot believe they didn't just commit to kill the Quap, right? If you're gonna go for like the Blink Echo play on that, just drop everything, right? So
I think so.
It's kind of unfortunate for M80 is that
I wonder, I wasn't watching, he may
turned
have
around
started
a bit.
TPing as that happened, and then maybe needed to cancel to start the ult, but decided to just finish the teleport instead. I don't know, I'd have to go look back at that. Maybe, you know, it's such a quick moment you have to decide, and unfortunately, it does turn out. If he had ulted, you would kill that Quap, and the rest of that fight would go so much easier, because that Arcane Rune let her scream so much in that fight.
She got like 15 Scream of Pains off.
Orchids will also help this a lot. Dawnbreakers is pretty close to being done. Clockwork I kind of thought this might happen. You see how the game's going. If you keep winning, you get the Orchid. As soon as you run into some trouble, you're like, okay, let's be more realistic here. Orchid's not happening. It's currently switched over to a Lotus.
It's a really nice find if they can actually get to Illich, but they, unfortunately for them, he was hiding perfectly in the trees. Able to just dash away with the Celestial Hammer. And these are the type of ganks you need to make, because you have to gank into the Dawnbreaker, right? Otherwise, you gank another hero, she might be able to join the fight with a Solar Guardian and turn it around. We'll open Roche, though. 15-minute mark, they've got it.
Looking in the triangle. I think around now they've got an idea that Roche is happening, and it's way too late.
Way too late. They just got Echo back up too. That hurts.
They can maybe look to see if they scatter.
They definitely should, because they have a lot of really good damage right now.
Often Lifestealer did TP out, actually. I was literally about to say more and more people do this, so I feel like it works less often, but... I guess M80 was thinking the same, because they didn't even go
That's
for
amplified
it.
damage. They're just going to immediately kill the Lifestealer mid. Okay, yep, sometimes you find an amplified damage at a very convenient time.
Lesson learned as well.
100 damage right away.
No hesitation on the Solar Guardian this time around.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think that's the big difference here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're just looking for this Beastmaster, knowing there's only so many places he could be. Well, Lifestealer, he did get his Radiance at a pretty decent time. He's working back towards his Armlet and then probably Sanj and Yasha. Maybe he'll have to go Manta this game.
And Manta, once you see the Orchid, makes sense. The Sanj and Yasha is also quite nice versus the constant stuns from an Earthshaker.
Ooh, they find the Clockwork here. Nice find from Monty, the Atos. Setting that one up. Nice reveal of that item. Top lane, they see Lifestealer again. Blink, Orchid stun,
reveal.
instantly killed. Yep.
Just
I
not
mean,
even a
he's had the
reveal.
Orchid for a bit, right?
I just don't recall him using it on anyone
No,
yet.
he
That's like the
hasn't
first
had to.
actual kill with it.
Wow, those are two really costly deaths for this Lifestealer. And to be fair, look at the wards that have been placed on the top side of the map here from M80. They're hunting this side of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower
They have a
is
lot of
under
wards
attack.
down right now. Very good vision spread.
And they have 5 on the map right now? That's wild.
Must have had a build up for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they're going to use this information to run on Illich and dodge out another gank here. Oh, Dawnbreaker. Or not Dawnbreaker. Muertes' Courier dies to a creep wave. Sag.
I hate when that happens. It's so sad.
They're going to get the D ward here.
Radiant's bottom tower
This is a really good, like, last couple minutes from M80, even after the Roche got taken. They got 2 kills on the Lifestealer, but Hector has just been given full reign on the bottom side of the map. He has pushed this all the way to the tier 2 with illusions. He has just been progressing to his next set of items, and he is almost halfway to his Eye of Scotty. Actually, is more than halfway to his Eye of Scotty.
Yeah, it'll be really nice this game. Reduce the healing from actually all 3 cores, as well as continue to control up the Lifestealer even during Rage.
Oh no, not again. DM. Okay, no, they're gonna cut towards the top side, see what they can
Turn
find
around when he
here.
walked into the ward.
are scared.
They
They're
did!
gonna see Hermit now. Oh. No.
They saw
right.
DM in the ward. They want to head over, but he's
They
not actually in the
double
triangle.
scan. Oh no. That's an unfortunate scan. And this smoke, the duration's starting to fall down a little bit. Who do they find? Uh-oh. Silence. Nicely done from Monty. The roar is out there from Hermit. They're going to try and bring him down. Good force stab, but in comes the Dawnbreaker. And now Hermit in some trouble as the Atos comes through. Siren gets him with the Sonic Wave. Takes down that Earthshaker, but here comes Big Bad Terrorblade. Siren's got to get out. A 2-for-1 at the moment. DM rotating up here as well on the Lifestealer, but who wins this exchange? We'll see. Moose in some trouble. Turn around. They do manage to find the Ogre as well, and the Reflection doing a lot of work. Orchid's going to catch the Quap. That's a big one. Infest isn't enough to save her. The Soulburn's going to pop, and that's going to be the Aegis. Now DM on the run, has an Armlet, but no Rage. And he is in so much trouble. The damage from the TB from the Dawnbreaker isn't enough. Armlet toggling his way out of this. At the moment, Flare gets the Rage. Couple of auto attacks. Still toggling, but Orchid now out. The Soulburn's going to be too much.
Had some nice toggles in there. Really dragged that one out, but
Yeah.
only so long you can try to kite a Terrorblade and a Clockwork and Dawnbreaker running at you.
And it's a really big win for M80. Not only an Aegis fight, but they come out very far ahead of 5 for 2, or a 4 plus Aegis for 2.
Yeah, this A1, you know, he died earlier, went straight back to farming. He's huge now.
Yeah, he
He
has
just
got
did so much in that fight that no one could even approach him with meta. They have no way to stop him from sundering either if Beastmaster is not in the fight, and you have to roar and burst him. Otherwise, he is going to sunder.
That's a nice pick there onto the Dawnbreaker. Again, we see you always want to try and
Instructions are
gank the
forth-
Dawnbreaker. And that one works. Really good kill. That might have been the Blink reveal from the Beastmaster. I think it was.
See, Lifestealer is going to get a Manta to try to deal with the silences. Hopefully it's not just more echo damage.
That's true.
You usually Manta into Rage, so it won't be an issue for him. Might be an issue for someone else nearby.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They've got meta again. I think they're going to look to fight soon. Is there a... I think BKB's on the way for... Oh, not BKB, Ags. Ags is on the
Shaker.
way for Shaker, yeah. So that sounds like a good time to fight. Even has a haste rune, too.
That's nice. We're gonna see a Sanj and Yasha Queen of Pain. You know, why not? The item might be too good.
Get a Kaya, get the legendary Trident.
Radiant's
It's
bottom
secretly
I mean-
been in Dota, just no one's ever tried to do it.
Yeah, right. I mean, to be fair, you have the attack speed from the Ogre. I would like more of a right-click focused Queen of Pain build this game as opposed to things like the Aghanim Scepter, like Octarine build and stuff like that. So I kind of like the idea of the Kaya Yasha, or the Kaya Sanj and Yasha.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
They might be looking to just force him back.
I mean, yeah, I think you need to come back.
Radiant's bottom tower is
These
These
terrible
are just some
illusions
illusions
are
hitting
annoying.
it.
Dire's
Yeah, they're already getting in some chip damage.
They're looking for the mid tier too, actually. DM needs to be careful. Hookshot actually barely misses. That would have been most likely a kill. And with that, they will back away. Dark Mago pops his haster and he wants to go in. He is hungry, baby. They're gonna smoke on the Radiant here, up on the high ground.
Outside of the Earth Shaker clearing out the wave.
Yeah, there's just no way you find this guy, right?
He's too fast with the haste and the Ags, I think. Well, he's actually
he
going
might
for the
be sticking
stack.
around. Uh-oh, echo it. Oh, he's not gonna get it off in time, and there's the roar from Hermit, deleted by that Dagon. All right, that's not a caster curse, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a greedy choice. To stack and farm the enemy's jungle. Did not expect them to be coming in for him.
It would have been very funny if he got the echo off and like killed the Quap, but the roar was always there.
Yeah, I think that's why he didn't echo right away, right? He didn't know how many people were coming in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's see, Aegis is up. Fortunately, Earthshaker is up shortly as well. Oh, it is going to move over to the nighttime, though, so
Moving
they got to
dire
make their
side,
way
yeah.
over.
They're already up here to try and take this already on Infamous. Like, Beastmaster knows he wants to try and pressure the next Roche immediately. And he can get working on it by himself already. We'll have the Bloodlust from the Ogre. M80 smoked, I think, under a ward.
Rock players
Will they
gonna
find
reveal it
DM
anyway.
here on a shield rune? The Echo comes out. In comes the Dawnbreaker. The Chainsuns are there, but the silence onto the Dawnbreaker and now the damage onto the Earthshaker. My god. It's just a 2 for 0. You didn't bring the numbers.
They need K1. He was still coming through the Twin Gate. Even if he had finished, they're jumping us at the hard camp. He's never going to be able to connect on that. They need to know how much damage K1 contributes. And they really overestimated how much they could do, just the two of them, to the Lifestealer. Some of that is that he had Gossamer Cape, which is fantastic. Oh, wait!
Nice attempt there, but will not get it.
That was almost awesome. Good dead shot to get him out of there. That was really good timing, though.
So,
Radiant's middle tower
one
is
thing
falling.
to note right now is like this Muerta is legitimately scaling. She's got Mage Slayer, Rod of Atos, has the Whisper of the Dread. When she popped her ult, she did 1,600 damage to the Earthshaker when he went in. Like, there's a Bloodlust. Level 4 Bloodlust on a Muerta. It's not a joke.
Yeah, we did forget about that again. We saw this once before, and we were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, Bloodlust and Muerta support combo. That is, they're both individually good, but some extra synergy together." Yeah, I want to see when she gets the shard, how many stacks she's at, because she will be very good versus that Terrorblade. Oh, perfect, you got it. Six stacks, so not the most, but that's not too bad either. This is a game where I think you don't actually mind that Muerta got it, especially because it seems like the game plan is for her to scale.
100%, yeah.
The Ogre Shard is also not that good versus Illusion heroes. It just gets threaded too easily. Much better versus the Dragonite Sven type heroes. Actually, it's good for Earthshaker, though. I will say that. So maybe you still want it anyhow.
Under attack.
Yeah, being able to reduce 1,000 damage bonk by 85% is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Man,
I
they're
do
really
think-
just...
Dire's top
Oh, go ahead,
tower
sorry.
is under attack.
No, I was just gonna say, I think that fight is not indicative of the current matchup. I think in a proper 5-on-5 with K1 there, it looks so different. It was really a bit of a slip up to go like that without him being there yet.
I'm also shocked he has not picked up his shard this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel
Yeah.
like Demon Zeal is so good, but he did feel really pressured to get specific item timings, it seems. And now he's got the MKB queued up, which he knows he needs to get. You have a Radiance Lifestealer with an Elven Tunic.
It is surprising, especially...
It's just walking towards him. So they don't know that this is... They think it might be an illusion, but it was real. Smoke on the backside. They're going to infest Hermit. Dude, he is so fast.
They find the Dawnbreaker. I don't know if they caught sight of him moving up, but he's about to walk into a ward.
Radiant are
Oh,
scared.
never mind. Turn around. He's going to walk into a scan.
Ooh, this Dawnbreaker's in a lot of trouble. She's got to be careful. And with this amplified damage on Siren, it's just going to be way too much. That is another big kill going the way of Infamous, and they have now taken the gold lead for the first time the whole game, I think.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, high ground. Why not? You have a minute and a half left on this Aegis. I was gonna say they are so all in on attack speed and like right click damage just because you have Beastmaster Aura and Ogre Bloodlust. Like, why not just double down on it at this point? Meanwhile, K1 is also trading. He took a full lane of Rax bottom at the moment. He is gonna get it. Unless
Can he get out is the question.
he has no TP. He has to stay. I was like,
he's
he's committed
committed
to pop
because
meta
of
and kill it.
Okay, this is going to cost him his life for sure.
Radiant's bottom.
He has BKB. He's just gonna try and get what he can, but yeah, that is... he
Kill
gets
the
one
Ogre?
kill, has Sunder, but in comes the Roar, stuck inside the Silence, he's dead. Meanwhile, mid lane, they found DM. He's got 40 seconds left on this. Aegis, he's gonna go down. Can the team rejoin him? You committed Sonic Wave. Looks like they'll just back away. So you actually trade lanes of barracks,
And
but
you
your
didn't have
Terrorblade is dead.
Mages. I think all things considered, that's pretty good.
Really rough time not to have a TP there.
Yeah, if he had the TP, that's free. He gets out, and then that's even better. At least you get the Aegis, I suppose. So although they'll take your tier 2, I don't know if they're gonna go.
Dire's
Well, it's 40 seconds actually. I think you can.
I don't think they can go high ground. They need to get these bottom towers taken out. Like, there's still a tier 1 and tier 2. So
Fair, yeah. I think the mid wave may have gotten cut as well, so can't push for sure after that. Okay, Terrorblade MKB almost done. We still haven't seen them take a proper 5-on fight in a while.
yeah. He's about 350 gold off of an MKB. He needs like a camp and a half here. This Bloodlust and Aura is just doing so much work this game, and Ogre has a Midas. Like, he is starting to come back into the game net worth wise. He was struggling earlier, but the man is back. We're gonna use that jetpack, look for the high sound. They actually find Hermit on the Beastmaster. Dawnbreaker's gonna come in. The Roar being held for now is DM. He's gonna join the fray. Big Sonic Wave onto the backside, but Hermit still survives. In comes Dark Mago. A nice trade at the moment, but you've got to deal with this Terrorblade and a full team disconnect.
That's awkward.
Wow.
Supports are down. That's really unfortunate. I don't know how much that affected the fight.
I'm trying to analyze what is even left at this point. It's a 2-for-1, Beastmaster down. Dawnbreaker is actually on the correct side of a fissure right now and may get out of here. The Queen of Pain could chase, though.
Lifesteal can do maybe like one more slap there. Let's see if that's enough.
I think she's going to die, but
I think
you do have Shaker, who has found the supports now.
His Echo, they're too far apart for Echo, though. K1 still has Sunder and plenty of meta time.
Does he have BKB? No.
No. Does have the reflection.
Unluck.
Indeed, that's pretty unluck.
Yeah, that's a rough disconnect time.
Quap does have to be careful of blinking in, because if she blinks in to get the Dawnbreaker, I think K1 will just switch targets and try to kill her real quick.
Yeah, and she overblinks. Doesn't manage to get away, but the Echo comes out. It does kill a decent chunk of damage, but he gets the infest. They both get out. Oh no, and now it's just the Terrorblade, and you do not win that matchup. An ultra kill for DM. Yeah, I mean, the Muerta is also just doing too much.
That's true, too. Yeah,
the auto attacks from Infamous are just winning them the game. Like, it's not even like you don't have to do anything like super stylish. Just the fact that you just have 4 auto attacking cores at this point, basically, who are doing so much damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It also took them a really long time to kill Beastmaster. This craggy coat helped out so much. 12 bonus armor when activated. So 20 armor from the neutral item. That's actually such good luck to get, right? This is where there's a little RNG in Dota. But between BKB, craggy coat, and then he's healing from the Ags, he survived for so long. I wish there was a way to see exactly how much...
well, Terrorblade was also attacking from the low ground, right? So he wasn't hitting every attack.
He had the MKB delivered it. So
yeah,
most should have been connecting, but it's true, maybe 1 or 2 misses here and there, and then that hurts a lot. But it took...
I wish death summaries weren't still so unbelievably
it's
bugged.
Kinda... Okay, whatever, forget it. We're in this one. They're all dead. You're gonna go high ground here.
Yeah, 50 seconds, no Terrorblade. They don't know buyback status, but it's not available for any of these heroes. And
there's no meta anyways. Even if Terrorblade were to buy back.
Did you have Pierce the Veil up on the Muerta as well? So if you decide to try and take a fight right now, you gotta be very careful.
Big hit from Enchantress. Let's see if she can start scaling as a core. They might need it at this rate. It looks like they're gonna get mega'd. It's going to be a long road to come back in this game.
Oh, Shaker, he's going to TP in, gets caught in the stun though, and That's just Sonic Wave, the full burst. Dark Mago just instantly dies. And with that death, it's gonna put them in a really rough situation. He was like 2 seconds off of a BKB.
Meta's up in 10. You might be able to push them off if they respect the Earthshaker buyback potential.
Yeah.
Just bluffing. We can totally fight you guys. You better leave. But they'll leave with the Megas, so they're not going to mind all that much.
Yeah, I mean, they've all got so much gold now to go by. There's a full Parasma finished up on the Queen of Pain. She's halfway to a Scythe of Ice now. You see the Abyssal Blade and almost an MKB down on the Lifestealer. Almost a full Shiva's completed up on this Beastmaster. Like, the amount of items that they just pulled in is nuts. Even Ogre. He's 750 gold from a Scythe himself.
Oh yeah, let's multicast a Scythe to end the game. Let's do it. Get in there, Ogre. They also found themselves an amplified damage bottled up on the Quap.
Yeah.
And the next Roche is up as well. So, seems like a pretty straightforward game plan. Just make your way to Roche. You can stall a little bit if you want to get the Scythe up. I don't know if another item is close on anybody. I don't even know if you need it, but it looks like you could finish maybe the Shivas and a Dragon Lance. So, you know, finish up the next round of items, get the Roche, just send it down. I'm not sure how M80 could handle that. I guess, okay, if you all clump into the Mega Creeps and then a massive Echo comes out, maybe that's how they do it. Short of that, though, looks pretty tough.
Yeah, it really does. We'll see if they can manage to take the fight here before some of these big items come out. They're going to pop the pipe preemptively as they try to run in. Roche is being started. See what they can do. If they can take this fight, in comes the reflection. The Echo comes out and catches Hermit. The damage not enough to finish the job, and Shaker hits the deck. Now it's up to Hector on this Terrorblade to do all the work, and now his BKB is going to expire. Muerta's trying to find her opening. Doesn't manage to do it. She gets the fear. Monty sundered up, trying to run, but 4 dead, about to be 5. M80. They're done, man. GG comes out. Infamous will take game number 2. We are going the distance today.
Well, it seems like it. Yeah, at the end of that final fight, I was watching a Muerta go toe-to-toe with the Terrorblade. That's how you know you're in a rough spot. That was a pretty unfortunate DC. I'm not always the easiest. Things will get difficult.
You just won't have the burst damage to kill her. Like, you'll have multiple silences, especially with the Disruptor as well. But once she has, like, the stat items and a heart, I don't think you have the burst damage for her. It'll be close. It depends on what Dawnbreaker's got, but... yeah, I'm not super sold on Infamous's draft this game, but it's not impossible. They could definitely do it.
Let's see how this Disruptor does in lane as well. The big reason he dropped off is his lane got worse. He was good because of Thunderstrike and the Shard, and then it got nerfed. And it's always been his issue, right? He's good in team fights later on, but his early game is weak. And if you have a bad early game, then you don't reach that point where you're good in team fights. So usually when he's meta, it's because his lane is really good. I guess Dawnbreaker's a strong laner, right? As a carry, maybe that's enough to carry him through that laning stage. Especially if El Misha just walks up here on his own.
Yeah, and El Misha might just be dead. Flame Break comes out, but... okay, he's gonna live. Stoked movement speed actually helps out quite a bit there with that Flame Break pushback. But he has to walk all the way to base. He doesn't want to spend a bunch of time tangoing up, so he's going to walk base, maybe TP on back. And here we go. It is going to be nighttime here. They're looking to grab themselves a D ward. Monty, well, maybe not. I was like, I think Monty knows there's a ward here, and Moose is actually prepped to deny it just in case.
You know, pro strats, I thought Batrider would be later to the lane than this, but because of Night Reigns, he actually got a movement speed boost to walk home after losing all his health.
Huge.
So he actually makes it to lane at a pretty reasonable time.
Monty is actually just getting beat down here in the bottom lane. Yeah, I'm curious. I think the only real thing Nagasan has to worry about is the Void spam that comes out and the Deadshot spam. But if she gets like a raindrop and has enough sustain, I think she'll just be fine. Because Moose should be able to keep the Muerta hopefully away from him.
There's a 23 damage difference between Night Stalker and Naga. He has to build up a significant CS advantage here for this pick to work out, I feel.
See?
See, mid are sturdy rock boys. I mean, should go pretty even, right? You've got the tree to get CS advantage, but Dark Mago can also just kick Siren away to try to pick up some CS, so should be relatively even. The difference is that Dark Mago can rotate way sooner, even before level 6 with the Earth Spirit. We'll see if he can find any success in that.
We've seen this matchup actually quite a few times, and I think it's almost dead even. But you're right, that's the big difference, is that Dark Mago doesn't need a Blink Dagger to rotate. He just needs level 5, where he has enough points in Rolling Boulder and Boulder Smash, and he can kill a side lane. So, gotta be careful of that potential rotation that comes out eventually. Nice stuff here from Jimmy. Disruptor pulls it back. Oh, he misses the Starbreaker. El Micho gets the pushback with the Flame Break, and they're going to actually just TP to the tower. Oh, that's scary. Jimmy had 5 napalm stacks as well, so a little bit afraid to continue fighting.
That's a kill with a 3rd Starbreaker.
Yeah, absolutely.
A bit unfortunate. It kind of brings it to the point where the idea of Dawnbreaker carry is relatively new, right? So it just may not be as practiced, and sometimes you mess up small things like that, where you're not used to the movement on the Starbreaker, you haven't played it 100,000 times like other carries.
Really nice kickback in mid. You have 2 displacements, right? You have toss and kickback, but Boulder's kick, or Boulder Smash, a lot less conditional, right? You can just, if you hit the stun, you can just kick them in the direction you want, so ends up getting a decent chunk of damage on Siren with that kickback, so really nice move from him. So Lotuses, who gets these? Looks like both go the side of M80.
Maybe DM had a little lag. That's why he missed it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's that's weird. I don't usually miss those. CS wise, Night Stalker is at the top, but Naga isn't really far behind. So if it doesn't get too much larger than this, there's only two more minutes of nighttime as well. I think you're relatively happy. And then you actually have to be careful because Earth Spirit could choose to rotate into this lane where Night Stalker's pretty weak in the daytime. You kick him into Clockwork or something. There's no way you're getting out of that.
That'd be a really good timing too, because as soon as nighttime is over, this Earth Spirit's going to be, you know, level 5, very ready to gank. And he is farming for now fairly well on the Night Stalker. But again, I don't know how long that's going to last.
I think it'll last about 2 more minutes until daytime.
Okay,
that's about exactly how long it lasts. And then
I
I think after
how many
that,
of those PS are illusions.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And then at some point, K1 could just start shoving the lane, and like you said, Night Stalker's not really the best at farming quickly. So if you just shove in lane and go jungle, you'll eventually just out farm your way of this lane.
Oh my god, as soon as it's daytime and Hector has level 5, like 3 points in the mirror image, this lane's over. Like, Night Stalker cannot deal with the illusions at all.
Are scanning.
I feel like I've seen this before.
El Micho gets the blood grenade out, 3 napalm stacks. With the chase, he should have this kill, and that will be first blood for the Batrider. Tanky enough here, still has a Fairy Fire to play with, and they will get DM as well. He just needs one more auto attack. That is a big find in the top lane here for the side of M80. A lane that, if it goes well, is going to cause some very big problems for Infamous here in the mid game.
Aggression starting a little sooner than I thought. It's not even daytime yet. They feel comfortable running at the Night Stalker. I think just proof of what you've been telling us.
Yeah, I was a big Night Stalker player in that patch, and so I learned very quick what heroes made my game impossible. Oh, they're actually going to make the play here onto the Naga Siren, and they might get her. She's in a rough spot. They finish him off, and with that, they're looking to try and grab Monty. He's down to solo HP, but the rotation in now from the Disruptor. The Glimpse will pull him back. It's 2 kills in the bottom side. Infamous getting a little bit of revenge just as it switches to daytime.
Not a moment too late, too soon.
Yeah,
too late.
right?
What am I
I
trying
don't
to
know,
say?
either one. I think they both work.
Both. And we were saying maybe we'll see the Earth Spirit rotate. He is just about level 6. He needs one more creep, getting a bottle refill, be good on resources. I wonder if Clock's got a smoke. Oh, maybe. He's a little low.
Yeah, it's like he could
Magnetize.
just drop the Magnetize. Anyone who TP's in is also under threat now. And we'll bounce the Magnetize around. You can just keep this going. El Misho the rotation on in, and now Monty's just dead in the process. This is going to be 2 kills for the side of M80. That's the thing. It's so scary TPing into a Magnetize. And El Misho's not done.
Power rune.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Roll's coming in.
That's a solo kill top.
Oh, no.
Boy. Oh boy.
Things are falling apart. Looks like that was a roar to get the top kill. The Dawnbreaker is struggling. She's still level 4 off that earlier play. Things are quickly getting out of control. There's no reason to stop this tempo either, right? Yeah, because it's daytime, you can leave Naga alone bottom, and you can just keep running around with Earth Spirit and the Beastmaster. Does deny his
That
tower.
was a great ability against Naga Siren. I will give you that.
Glimpse too, actually. So
Yeah.
they may have some answers for the song TP out.
You've lost top tower now. You aren't super far behind in net worth. It's the big scary thing is this Beastmaster who is having a really good game. And it seems like this hero can't ever really be slowed down. Moose is going to find Tiny here in the jungle. El Misho here as well. The 2 supports actually have enough damage to find the Tiny. They just need a little bit more time to get the kill. Dark Mago comes in. He gets the Magnetize on one, but the boulder kicks off the mark. Oh, he will get the connection onto the other 3, and now you kind of have to split here. This Magnetize keeps going. The boulder kick actually connects onto all 3 as well. Oh, he doesn't refresh it.
Second off.
Okay. El Misho's gonna die. Tiny's got him. Wait, oh, what a flame break, dude. El Misho's so smart. That was sick.
Ooh, close. The non-stop fighting. Dark Mago going for more.
Oh, he's gonna get in a lot of problems for this one, as no roll for a few seconds with the rotation from the Dawnbreaker. They're the ones who end up with the kill, and I thought for sure this was going to be a pretty rough series of events for Infamous. They somehow end up the winners.
Yeah, I think the Magnetize... So they don't quite finish the Tiny because the Magnetize doesn't connect to him. And then dropping the Magnetize on the Disruptor loses you a support kill, but then you want the support kill, so you think you can keep going in. But Dawnbreaker actually snuck her way to level 6 while being a left alone top, so kind of threw off the mental calculation of what he could get done.
Making a smoke here for the Beastmaster, but it looks like they're going to turn around. I mean, he's a great kill. It's just not easy. He is level 8. He's got Roar available. But it looks like Siren instead decides to finish up some items in the mid lane. Gets his phase boots, I believe. Yeah, he's gonna then go back for his Blink Daggers. It's gonna be a pretty delayed Blink Dagger on your Tiny.
Yeah, might be tricky to start fights, especially with the song in consideration. Dawnbreaker needs to wait for you to start something, and you're just gonna have to walk in as the Tiny or the Night Stalker. But maybe that's where Glimpse can make the difference. You know, you just like run at them and glimpse someone back. They might be looking at bottom. It's about to turn to nighttime again, and maybe this can be the start of getting something together here.
They are gonna go the Midas, which is kind of like, in a weird way, it's like probably the only off-lane item you can build on Night Stalker early, because this hero does not farm super well. So he needs an item like Midas to give him that ability. And toss out. Hermit's going to find the Clockwork. Great silence into the Crippling Fear. And Clockwork trying to buy himself a moment of time, but that tree toss will finish the job. This Beastmaster Ags is going to be so fast. He is 250 gold away.
That is very fast. That's going to match the Midas timing from Night Stalker. Let's see if they can take this bottom tower. It's full health. They have a catapult. I think Naga's just about to send in illusions to deal with this, though. This is why the Naga is so good. I can't believe I'm saying that in a 7.37E, but...
Yeah, what patch is this?
Dire
They're going to look
Naga
for DM here on the top
good.
side, but there's an actual smoke coming out. Looking for this Beastmaster. Batrider's going to get the lasso. The roar comes out, and they should be able to grab the Dawn, but it's going to cost them. Oh, I say that. Big roll in from Dark Mago. Gets the Magnetize going, and Hermit, he's going to come in with his Dark
Gets the
Ascension.
Beastmaster.
3 dead on Infamous, and guess what? Earth Spirit, well, it gets glimpsed back. Moose still has a hook shot. It's going to connect, and just like that, make it 4. As yeah, I mean, this is when Earth Spirit thrives. Alright, I'm curious who did the most damage. I feel like it has to be Earth Spirit, but maybe El Misho. He did a lot of work. It was El Misho.
Batrider.
2,500 damage in that fight.
I thought getting the Beastmaster would be worth more because he's so rich, but I guess he doesn't really have like a kill streak, so ends up not being as valuable.
And he's still got Ags. You know, he didn't slow down the Ags timing. It's up now, and rolling Boulder out in the bottom lane. He tries to get himself the shield rune. He has a Blade Mail as well, so you don't kill this Earth Spirit anymore. And this is exactly where I start to worry with the Night Stalker, is I don't know who he kills. Give Nagasiren, Beastmaster, and Earth Spirit cores. He's just got to farm.
Yeah, I guess taking out the Dawnbreaker is not bad. This is just where I'm not sure how the Dawnbreaker carry connects in. Like, I love the idea of different types of carries. We just haven't seen very much Dawnbreaker carry, so I don't have a great grasp of it. But like you said, how does it connect together? You know, I guess as Night Stalker runs in, Dawnbreaker can ult in. But are you jumping into a song? Are you jumping into Magnetize? Full charged up Beastmaster? It's
the quick TPs.
Better of his roar?
Yeah, an unfortunate ward that just expires actually scouts out some of these heroes here, and Illich did not really get close enough with that roar, so really nice disengage. Jimmy gonna get caught though, lasso, as well as the hook shot, pulls him right in, doesn't get the D ward either, unfortunate for him, as Moose will just deny his ward instead.
DM closing in on that Sacred Relic. I think you really can't fight till you finish it up. Not even just the Sacred Relic, the whole Radiance. I think you need the Radiance.
Yeah.
But it's kind of late.
We're going mid for Earth Spirit. He's gonna have a Magnetize when the silence ends. Does get the it does get the kick away, but doesn't get the roll. So nicely done. Great gank here off that blink reveal, which was absolutely necessary. Moose will take an amplify damage though. That's unfortunate there for Infamous. All right, all things considered, still a pretty close game. A slight gold advantage for M80, and it's gonna kind of keep going that way due to the Naga Siren. But if this Night Stalker manages to get really farmed, it is a scary hero, and maybe it's not the best against Naga Siren, but it at least does a lot of damage if he can find a target to sit on.
I'm hopeful to see what Infamous. I know they have an idea with their draft, right? I want to see it come together, but it is scary to see a Naga. Like, it's 4K, which is getting to the bad side, right? But kind of manageable. But it's also for Naga that you don't want her to be this rich already.
Oh, he's just gonna drop the Magnetize. He's like, all right, you pierce the veil, cute, but you don't get away from this one. Dark Mago secures another, and now they look for the mid-tier 1 tower as K1 has made his rotation there. I think without Magnetize, you gotta be careful though. Bottom lane, Blink. Roar will make maybe a little bit of space for this Bat Rider to get away, and he actually has a lasso. They just kill Hermit instead. He cannot escape, and here comes the Blink from Alicia. Great ult though from this Disruptor, traps him in place. In comes DM, but the damage from this Beastmaster is way too much. He's got this Axe rolling. Rolls, they continue from Dark Mago, the toss on in, trying to get Illich back underneath the tower. He's gonna just chase for the Disruptor instead, and how many times can he get getting away with this? 3 heroes dead on the side of Infamous. It's gonna cost you 2 on M80. As a really deep dive comes out, but I mean, is it worth it? It's kind of even, I don't know.
It's a carry kill, right? Carry Dawnbreaker kill, and you're getting some.
Moose?
Yes.
Yeah, nice fear there from Monty.
For being behind, I guess not a bad fight for Infamous, but again, still worrisome that the Naga, she's just going. That's the Manta. Orchid is more than halfway done. Radiance is finished. Maybe the Radiance and the Starbreaker and all that, maybe it'll do more damage to Naga than I realize.
It is a pretty... Like, Starbreaker is very good against Illusion Heroes just because it hits everything, of course, right? But she's going for the Desolator next, and that's definitely just a item to try and help the team more instead of necessarily killing the Naga, because she has so much armor. But it does make her a pretty heavy burst hero. Alright, Roshan number 1. Being cleaned up here by M80, a classic Beastmaster move here, as he's halfway to his BKB.
It is kind of crazy to see a Beastmaster keeping up with the Naga, who had such a good start. Really puts into perspective how well Illich is doing over here, which is really reminiscent of Game 1, when Illich was doomed, just farming on his own, Hector was farming on his own, and then everyone else was running around making plays. They're just kind of running back the Game 1 strat with a slightly different offlaner.
It works, hey man, you can't argue with the results.
Who was the mid in that game? I forget.
That was Shaker.
Oh yeah, very similar actually. Then the low cooldown, run
very
around,
similar.
done.
They have double BKBs coming out here in a moment, actually. Well, I guess Dark Magos will be out sooner, so Beastmaster still needs about 1,300 gold, but as a Blink, now a 4-staff done on their Bat Rider. Dude, El Misho is so farmed as well. Actually lost a tier 2 token there, doesn't see it.
Maybe.
Come on, buddy. Pick it up. Pick it up. It might
It's
be
in a
on the
weird
high ground,
spot.
actually.
Yeah, it's such a weird spot.
Dire, scan connects, El Misho, he's gonna get found, avalanche, toss, quick burst. Nice find there from Infamous.
Go check your high ground ward spot and find a neutral item. He might do it, he's pinging it.
He's like, wait a minute.
Maybe it's in a weird
that?
spot where it's kind of in the cliff.
Yeah, depending on your camera angle, you won't see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Alright, the lane cutting begins. Naga Siren's gonna start causing some problems, but mid lane, Dark Mago, they actually try to make a play on him. He immediately pops the Magnetize, and he's gonna try and get this damage rolling. Question is, can they get out? Oh, I mean, these supports are actually falling so low just on the backside, and now Naga Siren coming up with the illusion nearly finishes off the Muerta, but she will hobble her way back to the base. And that is a Dark Ascension in exchange as well. They know the Dawnbreaker's up here. They just saw her with a creep. Man.
Oh, Mud Golem's taken one. They are dire favored over there.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle
Well,
I guess they'll get some tier 1 damage in with the Dark Ascension, and you get the first BKB. That's kind of something, but
yeah. I give credit to Hermit. He's keeping up. He's going to go for the Mjolnir. And that's actually a really cool adaptation to this matchup, right? I was going to say, he doesn't really lock down the hero, but if you just have a Mjolnir, maybe you have enough damage to try and clear through the illusions that way. So top tier 2 under pressure, have a catapult available and no fortification. So this tower should be cleaned up here pretty quick.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I do like that they're trying to trade. You have the Disruptor, so it's always very scary to teleport to defend.
Yeah, that's
like
really
you take
true.
this tower, you TP back is usually what you'd see. Instead, they're just going to try to force you back by going up to your high ground. And Jimmy's okay. They're going to use it defensively.
El Misho, he finds Siren, pulls him to the low ground. A nice static storm there from the Disruptor. And Tiny, he has a shield rune, but the Orchid is doing too much work. And a snipe from Moose gets the Disruptor on the backside. Magnetizes out, just disrupting them all. And that Magnetize, it's going to end. Monty actually pops the old Dark Go with a Blade Mail, and now Aurora going to hold Hermit in place, but in comes the Dawnbreaker, and there it is. The Song of the Siren to reset. Hermit's got nowhere to go. Dawnbreaker does a lot of damage to the Starbreaker and gets the Aegis, but you have not killed the Naga Siren, and they will disengage. Damage is done. Infamous lose 3 on their high ground in exchange for the Aegis.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I thought they were going to try to bait that, you know, like TP back, and as they run away, you glimpse someone back to the tower.
Yeah.
Because of that, they use it defensively, but it actually just reveals some information to M80, so they get a nice Blink Lasso to start that fight off. Just take the Tiny out, and that's the scariest part of those high ground fights, is the toss back. So with Tiny being dead first, they had a lot more confidence to push so deep.
All right, here comes the Heart of Tarask. We're going to see the Earth Spirit go towards Shivas. He's got a ways to go. Just has the Veil for now. But a smoke up from Infamous. They know it's nighttime. They actually have quite a bit of extra vision. But your Night Stalker is not actually there. So they're just trying to make a play here with the Disruptor, with this Dawnbreaker, and see what they can find. And it's going to be Illich. Gets pulled really far back, right into the Static Storm. And a very nice kill. That ward, dude, that was well placed from this Disruptor.
Yeah, very nice from Jimmy.
Dire's middle tower is under
You just need
attack.
any of these small kills you can get. The Dawnbreaker is starting to do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
If they're clumped together, and that's kind of the tricky part. She is very spell-based carry, it seems. So if they're all clumped together, you get a really big Starbreaker, then great. But if you're scattered and you have to go one target to the next, you're kind of waiting on cooldowns. But maybe that's why the Night Stalker makes the difference, because he's also building pseudo carry.
Yeah. I think that is a big difference. I think you do need another semi-carry in this lineup. So having the Dawnbreaker and this Night Stalker, it kind of works out. Monty's going to get the Shard. That's a nice one for sure. I feel like it's better than Disruptors, but I know for a while Disruptors was really strong.
Yeah, they nerfed it quite a lot. So I think it does like 1 less strike and has a shorter cast range. I forget the exact changes.
On the other side, though, the shard goes to the Clockwork, which is the good one. You definitely did not want it on the Bat Rider, so you have Jetpack now. That's always a very nice shard to have.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So what are the next big items that we're waiting for here? Because it's still nighttime, but it's about to end.
Haste.
We're infamous. I'm not sure because I don't usually see the carry Dawnbreaker. She does have the shard and a Deso queued up, but they're pretty far away. Well, I guess you could buy the shard if she wants right now.
They're smoked up into the mid lane. They're going to see the disrupt. They actually realize that's the real Naga Siren, and in comes the Clockwork. It's a really nice hook. Good force staff. Magnetize misses. A fortunate moment here for Infamous, but the lasso back, the double force staff into the roar. The BKBs are going to be enough to secure the kill. And now the Dawnbreaker, she needs to get to the high ground, but can she? She will not. 2 dead. No buybacks right outside the base. M80 looking to try and break the high ground now.
What a find from El Misho. He has the Eye of Vizier, so maybe a little bit further reach than Infamous was expecting. Again, the tossbacks are the scariest part of this high ground push. You got 20 seconds to freely hit this tower. 2, in fact, because they split it the Naga Illusions and apparently dive a little here.
He's just forcing him out. Like I said, Night Stalker can't do anything to this hero, so he's actually putting pressure onto Monty, forcing him back into the base, and you have plenty of tower damage with these other heroes, and yeah. Tier 3 top's gone. They're gonna lose the full lane of Barracks mid here. It should go down. Looks like Moose is gonna be the one that sticks around to maybe finish it. Yeah, but it's gonna cost him his life. The rest of the team's already bailed on out of here. But that glimpse, as well as the tree toss, more than enough damage. But Naga Siren also nearly finishes off a ranged Barracks top, gets it very low. It will survive, but it's close.
You don't need to get it now anyways. Getting the mid barracks already sets you up for the map advantage along with being a Naga Siren. So now I believe I saw an amplified damage picked up, I think. Yeah, on Earth Spirit and Roshan's up. So you can just head in, grab that for yourself, get the banner. And if you just move down this bottom lane, get the tier 2, you now open up the base for the megas. Or if you want a big fight, you can probably just rush it. Go straight for the Ancient.
I don't know if they saw this smoke, but it looks like they might have with how they were pinging and how they're positioning here. That being said, you got to be careful on this high ground not to get seen. Siren, his smoke's going to pop, the immediate roll in. He's looking for this disruptor. He's got that amplified damage, and there's the magnetize. It's going to just immediately try and target this disruptor, and he almost finished the job, but Night Stalker is dead on the backside. Avalanche Toss will finally get the Earth Spirit, but he's done his job. Forced out a huge commitment from the side of Infamous. You're going to lose the Muerta. Now your Dawnbreaker, your carry, running away here from this Beastmaster as best he can, but the hook shot from Moose. Once again, he's got his eyes on the prize. Dawnbreaker might live. Song of the Siren, force staff forward. What a sick play. Not today, DM. He's going to do his best to live with the Starbreaker, but that's going to be a full team wipe for the sign of M80. You only lose 2 in the process.
You'll take that. Especially because the fight dragged on so long, you actually got in front of their base. So that's the tier 2. You don't even need to go back for Roche. Even as a couple of them respawn, it's the carry who's still dead. Carry died last. Longest death timer. So you have 50 seconds. This is the last fortify Infamous has. I suppose with that dead shot on the fortify, you can leave safely if you want. Play it safe. This is game 3. Go get the Roche.
You just got refresher on Beastmaster, so this is one of those things where I think if you just go Roche, you'll have Aegis as well as Roshan's banner, and suddenly you can just double roar any hero on Infamous.
Dawnbreaker's pretty solid.
A lot of damage. Aegis for Illich. I like this. I mean, like I said, double roar is pretty impactful, so why not? We saw them do this earlier and K1 died, but then it didn't matter because, you know, they still had a, Dark Mago on his Shaker was just carrying the fight at that point. El Micho, playing with fire top lane, does manage to rejoin his team bottom though through the Twin Gate.
With the Beast, hook shot, just a little bit off. The Beastmaster with the Ags, the Aegis he can just go in, right? Just blink, roar, whatever target and force a ton of responses, get killed, and then just refresher. Now choose the real target you actually want, assuming you haven't already won the fight, seeing as they have a 19k lead here.
So it is nighttime, which is decent for Infamous, and Hermit has gone back for a BKB as opposed to going for the Mjolnir. Naga Siren again just cutting waves, chipping away at the top racks and a bottom tier 3. Eventually, these buildings are going to crumble. You will have to respond, and with the banner dropped on bottom lane, here comes the commitment from the side of M80. Blank roar out from Illich, just trying to make some space. The follow-up stuns are there. Dawnbreaker ult coming in as well. Is the Disruptor Axe catching them off guard?
Wait, this combo!
But guess what? Beastmaster's back. Moose traps 3 on the backside. The second roar is here. He's looking for these heroes. Tiny got nowhere to go. Monty's gonna join him. Lasso comes in. They've deleted the Dawnbreaker. Immediately dead under the Bloodthorn. 2 more buybacks coming out from Infamous. Can they hold is the question. Earth Spirit is going to be rejoining his team. He's going to have that BKB and the Shiva's Guard to play with. He's looking for Hermit. They want to finish this lane really badly. They will get it. Top down to about 1/3 of its HP. Catapult's already wailing away on it. Hermit, you gotta be careful. You cannot afford to go down here. Bloodthorn will be dispelled, but in comes the hook shot there from Moose. Roll not gonna connect, but a nice grab here from Seer, but a nice silence will prevent the toss back. Mega creeps are there. 27 seconds till the Dawnbreaker rejoins the team. Can they close it out?
That fight looks so good. They deleted Beastmaster and Earth Spirit so quickly, but I guess that was everything they had. Because the Beastmaster just respawns, Earth Spirit buys back, and Naga's going the whole time.
I'm surprised they're not committing like a roar or a lasso or anything yet. They're just being very patient, chipping away here at these buildings, and it's working. Tier 4 is down to 400 health. Drone's about to be exposed. No fortification either. Batrider gets caught, actually, hiding in the trees onto the side. That's a nice pickoff. As now the glimpse will connect. Dark Mago has to pop the ult. Magnetize comes out, but the Song of the Siren as well. They will all TP to disengage.
That actually could have connected. Maybe did that a little
scary.
Oh, you know, she probably started it when the song came out, and then you know, like the sleep ends and it just fires.
Oh, just like that. Mega creeps in a 22,000 gold advantage.
How do they do this? You gotta keep finding tossbacks. They have the damage to kill a hero at a time, but when it comes to all the heroes, it's just too much because they need the Starbreaker. I feel like that's such a significant chunk of damage. That's why that first combo was so good on the Beastmaster and Earth Spirit.
Well, he gets the Dawnbreaker ult, and now here comes the rest of the team. K1 just looking for these heroes on the backside. Avalanche Toss will clean up some of the illusions, pops the Manta, has a BKB, but gets silenced. K1's gonna go down. Did he lose? I don't know if he lost track of his hero or something, but he had everything available. Hermit's gonna chase the toss in. They get a second big kill. Just 5,000 gold going their way. Moose will snipe the Night Stalker, and he actually gets the gem for this if he goes back for it, which...
Glimpsed back for it. Maybe didn't notice, though.
Oh,
he wants to get out at all.
Never mind, he's popping the invis. He's like, don't worry, I got it now, guys. All right, that's... mean, those are some really nice kills. That is a huge grab onto the Naga Siren.
Sort of proof that they do have the damage to get these kills. It's just so difficult in a proper 5-on-5, especially now that they're 20k down with megas against them. But yeah, M80, got to be careful. Got to stay grouped up so that you can take these favorable fights. All the fights they've won start with a really nice lasso or roar. Or maybe you just find a support kill on your own.
I cannot believe Alviso gets away with this. This is insane. He solo kills Disruptor, arguably one of the most important heroes for their high ground defense. And he gets out.
Yeah, the Disruptor got rid of everything to have the Ags. It's a very important spell for their team fight to try to mute items and finish up the kills before BKBs and refreshers and all that can come out. Oops.
Thank you, Moose. Thank you for telling us the roast timings.
You know, just keeping it fair, you know. You guys got a lot going on in the base, what with megas, so just share the roast times. Don't know if that'll make that much of a difference anyways in the end here. It's very difficult to leave the base to defend Roche. You kind of have to give up Roche.
Oh, ooh, hook shot hits the Naga Siren. They really wanted that. Nice Stalker, but a lasso finds a Disruptor. Meanwhile, Illich solo kills off the Muerta. He has a refresher to recast. They're going to buy back now on the Disruptor, trying to get back in this fight, but Dawnbreaker's just dead. Things off. She's got a buyback. Magnetie's going through. Song of the Siren still available if he wants to pop it, but he gets silenced. You got to find some help here for the Naga. Can he get out? Song is there. BKB from Siren, but it's going to expire, and now here comes the reset. Tiny in some trouble. Hermit trying to find his opening, but can't do it. Hector regens through it all, and Infamous fall 1 by 1. M80 will take the series 2-1. Okay, nice little kill there at the end from the Dawnbreaker, but yeah, nicely done.
M80 making the Naga look really good. Though